look, leave me alone, please.
Alaris ang tinik ko. Tapos okay lumala dahil yung siguro sa hangin.
Yeah, so she's just a new coin. Hadn't been on a flight or anything yet.
You have a video there?
Yep.
Ben fan.
There we go, mate.
This will come out on the Facebook?
Yeah.
Yep.
Got Ben fan.
If you're able to show Lynn.
Lynn, that's the queen bee in my hand.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, show Ben your showcase.
Yeah, I can go out and get a frame of bees and put in for you if you want it.
Yeah, you want to look at Ben? After bees?
I'll go and put a frame in it for you.
Yeah. And you can see how he did in Red River, where the old people that haven't got contact.
Yeah, the old people, well, they're loving it.
Yeah.
Manager of the club didn't think much of it.
I wasn't able to follow up with the discussion about honeybee last night. Yeah,
because they're just born. They just walk around for a while and then they get their wings and then they get to do their virgin flight. I need a better camera for doing this, but that's not bad. Not too many places you could go to that have flaming 4 bloody queen bees on the table. Yeah, unreal, mate. She'll be probably down in this box now. Oops. One bite. can see them all getting into the bloody hive.
Going in already.
Yeah, they've got their bums. They've got their bums sticking up, so they're hell of a giant, hell of a thing. Get this camera right, Bobby, right. Trouble. Now, you can see them all heading in, so you know. Yeah, they're all walking in because they can smell her. Yeah, so you know you've got her. Yep. All these guys over here, they're starting to turn their heads and sort of come there as well.
They're not wild, are they? They're not quite out there.
Oh, the only reason they're not biting me at the moment, they're probably still full of honey. But when they're in swarm mode, they're not bad. When they're in this mode, they're pretty good. But they're wild. They're wild, all right. You know, you're pretty flat out to get a tame bee. They will bite you. No worries. Get the camera off here. Yeah, should be on one of these somewhere. See all the big drones, all the big round bums? The black-headed bugger here, he's a drone. Big round bum on him. All the others are females, stingers. They're young bees. Oh geez, they're young, they're small.
Yeah.
Small compared to normal.
There it is there, isn't it? That him? There.
No, it's a drone.
That big black thing.
Big round bum. That's a drone. That's a drone.
Oh, right.
Yeah, no, you can pick those buggers up. Hey, no worries at all. Get here.
Yeah, he's a drone.
Yeah, he's a drone because he got a big round bum on him, and there comes his bloody fertilisation coming out.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what he's flying for. But yeah, all these ones with the big black bums.
What's that one? Is that not the queen?
This?
That one.
No, it's a drone.
Yeah, right.
That's a drone. Big round bum.
Well, they're still all going in, so she must be still down in the box.
She'll still be in there. Yep.
So that hasn't been sung yet, so I'll move.
This is a way that we transfer a swarm of bees from a catching box into a proper bee box, so that they have room to grow, room to expand and produce honey. So we'll get started now. Just a little bit of smoke is good. It is good if you can use pine needles. That is very soothing to the bees, but I'm pretty cheapo, so I just use gum leaves. That gets them fairly active. And that upsets them as well. this is just a makeshift stand at the moment until we make our professional stands to keep the ants out of the hive. So you can get a better view. This is the way we use our hive tool to loosen the frames to break any beeswax so that we can just lift it up. Like so. That's very, very good. You have honey up top. You have brood working bees down here. Very, very good start. We break the frames apart. Sometimes we'll have a little bit more smoke just so that they can gorge on their honey. And when they try to bite you, they cannot arch their back as much as they would like to. Therefore, hopefully you do not get any stings, but that is very rarely. Another frame, beautiful. Queen cell. We do not need that, otherwise this would swarm, make a swarm of bees. I presume she may be in here somewhere, the way the blue bees are cluttering around. They'll always clutter around the queen. Once again, there's plenty of good brood, plenty of females, plenty of workers. And a queen cell we do not need. Another queen cell. We'll take that out as well. A job like this is pretty good because they are just starting out, so therefore they're not interested in anything happening. What they are interested in is getting their backsides in the gear and making the hive. So that's why they're reasonably friendly. I still need a good camera person. I wish you were here, Trudy. has a good bead of honey along the front there, along the top. This is mainly caused by being in such a small box. You'll find now that they will put honey in the outside frames, will be their storage department. They'll also keep a little bit of honey, but not as much as this lot up there. Oops. You don't want to slip when you're doing this sort of job. It really agitates them. So we have a fair few bees left in here, and we don't really want to upset them too much, so we just give them a little bit of a nudge. So that's it. And that's how you transfer bees from a catching box into a proper hive. All these bees on the side, they will go in. You can see the bees going in here now. That's because we have the queen inside, so we know that they're not going to leave. We put this piece of lino on so that they will not make honeycomb or wax between this and the roof of the hive. So that is all we will do for this afternoon. All these bees will come in, no worries. So that is it. That is how we put a swarm of bees into a proper 8-frame hive. With no stings, very easy. My mate just delivered me a bag full of bees, still on the sticks. Save them getting into somebody's house that he knows. So now we'll transfer these into a box. So they might be a bit upset. They're very upset. They didn't really enjoy being in the bag. A little bit upsetting for them. Only got about 3 or 4 stings out of that. that's okay. We've got the queen inside, so they're all starting to go in, so we know we've got her. So that'll be really good. They can start building in there now. Yep, alright. Lift the frames. Yep. Hang on. Pick up another one.
With the same.
Yeah, pick up the middle one. Have a look at it.
Will they get shitty if I
Nah, just
squash them?
put it down, but don't find more. Don't try and squash them. Yeah, right. Now, pick up the middle one. Even pick it up and brush some bees off. Yeah, pick it up. Brush the bees around. Get them off. That'll be right.
They're the bosses though.
Yeah, bro.
Don't squash them.
Well, don't squash them. Just lift it. Right.
This one's heavier.
Yep. Got all the bees on it. That's why. There you go.
So the queen's in here somewhere.
Somewhere. Yep. Turn them upside down, have a look. Make sure you grab it hard. Yep.
Well, they don't sound angry yet.
Ah, they're
They
alright.
sound pretty
They're
cruisy actually.
Pretty happy.
Yeah.
Alright, whatever. Nothing wrong.
Yeah. They're quite friendly.
Yep.
Which is nice. So you should be under the big pile and then yeah.
There she is.
Oh, in there?
Maybe. Gee, I lost her.
Oh, that's a big bum. So she bigger, fatter?
Yeah, she's.
Oh no, that's a real big
She'll
one.
be real straw-coloured brown bum on her. This type of bee.
Alright.
But she's in there somewhere. I'm not sure bloody where now. Oh, I don't know. That's not her.
Or would she be more over a big clump, like under a big clump?
She'll be under a big clump there somewhere.
Yeah.
No worries.
Oh, very nice.
I just pull them up like that.
You did it with just one hand.
Yep, I'm used to bloody doing this. Oh yeah. Alright?
Yeah, love it.
That will be good for Billy to have tonight. That'll start him off again. Okay, chuck the lid on and just gently so you don't squash. Yeah, put it on. Yeah, just put it on like that. Is it on properly?
I think so.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. Okay. Plenty of bees. Just one full frame of honey. Approximately 3 1/4 kilos of honey will be taken out of just this one frame. We'll start to uncap. Because sometimes the bees don't bring the comb out far enough, we have to, and they cap it, we have to scrape the top so that we can extract the honey. So the honey will come out, because if there's any caps left on the honey will not leave the comb in the extractor. These that I'm taking off are called cappings. The only reason for having capped honey is so that the honey matures in the hive, and that is the main reason. That is now ready for the extractor. So out of this we will get 3 1/4 kilos of honey. Got bloody heck of ants here.
Pip gets him in the bloody pot plants.
Bloody unreal. Bloody things.
How'd your tripod?
Need a good camera person. Got a Sheila called Trudy, but she won't be in it. She's a bit scared of bees, mate. See what we can find.
Is this a movie?
Yeah, matey.
Oh, yeah.
Everything you're talking about, I can hear.
Oh, that's all right then. Tell you to keep the bees over there.
That's the way to do it. Want a bit of a close-up?
Are
You scared yet?
No. They don't worry me.
They're all tame.
They
Tame
bite
is what
you.
bloody
Oh no, walk
ordinary bush bees can be.
Walk yourself back now.
There you go, son. Geez, you make a bloody good director as well.
Get back to your hive.
Yeah, right out.
Take two.
No queen cells on that one.
Take two.
Take 2? Jeez.
Yep.
Oh, he's definitely a bloody director. Good thing you come out today for a tour.
Now he's smoking them again to get him out of his road.
Get rid of that comb, Dennis.
Yeah, well you're doing that, not me. I'm just holding the camera.
Come and give us a hand.
I'll stop up here.
Oh, yeah. Here, look. If you're not going to come to me, I'm going to come to you.
Righto.
Right,
Bring the camera.
there's your queen cell just starting. See that bugger there? Get that drone out of the way.
Yeah, it was.
That's a queen cell. We'll just rip him out, mate.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that bee.
Bee.
Righto.
Alright. Off you go back again.
Yeah.
Take 3.
How many takes we having?
How many takes it takes you to get what you want? By the time you finish, you're going to be buggered anyway.
Yes, bloody knackered already. Now, got them all over my feet, Dennis. What do you? Can you come and brush them off me feet?
No, you can brush them off your feet yourself. You can have them biting you. I'm not having them biting me.
That's because they're all bored shitless. Haven't got enough room to do their job, so they just put extra comb where they can.
Well, they're going to have it in between your toes.
They've gone.
They're gone?
Yep.
That's all right then.
Rightio.
That's it.
Hey, look, we've got one. Oh, this bloody up.
One bite you?
No, there's one between me toes. It's giving me the shit.
That's all right.
It's always potential of getting bitten. Well, now look at this. Now that's a good queen cell, that one. Right?
Yeah, I see it there.
Right.
Yeah.
In about 2 days, by the look of that one,
You'll have a queen.
they'll have a queen coming out. Right. So that'll be it.
Yeah.
So we don't want her.
So
There's one here. There's a big one here.
This will look better on film too than on this.
Yeah. Still hear your voice though.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I see it there.
Gee, you're a good camera person.
Oh.
You're not scared dog. Now see these buggers here, mate. Look at them, they're starting to get their eyes on and all that.
Yeah, you can see it from here.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
They're not far from being born, those guys.
When you put it on the big screen, you'll see it a lot better than what's on here.
Yeah.
It's only small.
So because this is a side piece, remember what we said, there's honey. This is mainly where they store their honey. In the in just a single hive.
Oh.
Yeah, but I can shake them up if you want.
No, you just keep them where you nice and quiet and go back and take 5.
Oh, yes. Rightio. Look at that, you come away without a bee bite, mate.
Yeah.
Bit of a
They
shame.
don't like me. So I had a shave, but I didn't put any aftershave lotion on. That's why they're keeping away from me. Hey?
They would have been in there.
Oh yeah. I knew that.
See on the back side of that, right?
Yeah, you can see it there.
Near the side,
Yeah.
they put more honey down there just for their storage. As we said before, they put honey down on the outside frame.
Frame of it.
Anyway. Well, that wasn't bad. Never even got a sting out of that lot.
No, you were lucky. Oh, he's putting the lid back on to close them up again. Put them back to bed.
You want to come and sort through this wax?
No, that's your job. I'm quite happy holding the camera.
Want to take some queens home?
No,
Gee, you're easy to get on with.
you just do what you like with your queens.
Still didn't find it.
You didn't?
No.
She'll be there somewhere looking.
Very true. Very true. Rightio. Put a bit of lino on in case they get bored shitless again, and they don't, and they won't start building between the top frames and the lid.
Lid of it.
When we put a proper lid on.
Yeah. That's the end of the session of bee hunting.
That's about it, mate. And yeah, you don't want to flame and knock on the hive too much, or flame will stir them up because it gets them really upset.
Get them stirred up.
Yeah. So look, here's one. One more. Have a go at this.
Bring him up close.
This is your drone.
Put him on your hands.
Oh, he's got sperm all over me. See that?
Oh yeah.
Like drone sperm. So that's a drone.
He's peeing on you, Max.
No, he's doing more than that. He's getting excited.
Excited now.
So that's a drone. A lot of people, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they won't hurt you.
Oh, don't worry about him.
Yeah. Right now, mate. That's it. All done.
That's it. Oh,
Thanks very much, mate.
turn her off now.
Okay, these bees were just caught on Friday, just on Saturday, just after lunch. We boxed them in this nuke box, or catching box. So now, since that time, since Sunday lunchtime, they have done all this work. They've made that piece of comb. This is just in a few days, but 1 or 2 days. The trouble with this is that we did not put the rest of the frames in the box, therefore once again they get a little bit bored, and besides that, don't upset them by jolting the box or anything, because they become very nasty sometimes. Yeah. So we'll see what else they've done. They've started to bring out the comb, all new comb here. Don't know where the queen is. Haven't got time to look at the moment. But they're fairly quiet. Not too bad. But then again, they are more or less still in the mode of being in a swarm. So all they want to do is just get their backside into gear and start putting down some comb. At the moment this is a second-hand frame, and they're cleaning up the frame with excess honey before they actually get in there and start filling it with their own honey and their brood. Once again, I cannot see the queen, but we will probably see it on video itself. She will be here somewhere. If anybody'd like to help me with a good set of fingers, this here, this one here is a drone. He's upset. He's a drone because he's got a real round bum on him. So therefore he hasn't got a sting. He's just one of the boys in the hive, and there's a fair few of those. Only job is to fertilise the queen and to eat all the honey. That's all their job is. Right, let's get in here, have a look. Get a bit of smoke. Since Saturday, you can see how they've started to put down some honey they've built all this comb since Saturday, and today's only Monday morning. So it's they're very busy. They're going to be a good swarm. So they're not too bad. No stings yet. One fellow here, because of the smoke, he's into the honey, because he thinks the hive's on fire, so he's filling up with honey, so that if he has to leave the hive, or she has to leave the hive, she'll have a gut full of honey. So we don't want her. If anybody would like to lend me a hand with hands, sometimes it's oh jeez, oh, sometimes it is very handy to have another set of hands. Once again, don't upset the bees by tapping on the hive or causing vibration, because they are very sensitive to vibration. So now we have these frames in where they should be. We can put these frames out of another hive which we extracted. We can put them back into this hive, and the bees will clean it up, and it will become their this hive's frame, or this box's frames. This box is going to Graham over at Corop, so to start him off beekeeping again. Otherwise we would not worry about catching swarms. But to take this out of Adrian's party out Finlay Road at midday, because they were expecting guests at 5 o'clock for a party, these bees were in a real troublesome spot. So that's why we made an exception to go and get them out of there. So it was a good day. Only got about 3 or 4 stings for it, and nobody at the party got stung, so that was the main thing. We just need one more frame to go in there, and then we'll close the box up. That is it. Put that in there. And now they've got no more room to make extra comb, and they can continue on to do their job, which is just not so much making honeycomb now. It's a matter about cleaning up those frames from another hive, and then filling it full of honey, which makes it pretty easy for them. It's a good start. Just need to get these guys up here out of the way. And we'll cover them up and they will be right to keep working today until they go to Corop tonight to their new home. That is about all. So that is just some of the honeycomb that they made from over a day and a half. 2 days. They've made that much comb in the wrong place, but they won't do it now because they've got the proper frames in there at proper spacings, and they'll continue to make this a hive until tonight, until we put them in a special box coming from Corop for brownie. Anyway, that's it. Well guys, today we're going to show you just what happens when you don't look after your beehive for a year or so and you don't have the correct amount of frames in it. You must have the correct amount of frames in, otherwise I'll show you in a second what will happen over a period of time. It's not very good if you want to extract honey, that's for sure. So this hive we're going to get ready for Sam. So this is your hive, Sam, going to Gunny. We'll go and have a bit of a look at him. This is just one bloody mess at the moment, mainly because we haven't got the right frames in. 1 frame, 2 frame, 3, that's okay. This one's spaced too wide. This guy, just out in the middle of nowhere, the way I left it, being a silly person I am. So they've made their own cone in between because, once again, they've got bored shitless and they want comb put down so they can save their honey. So now we're going to try and get all that mess out of there and try and salvage a bit of honey. So we can dress all this up and bring it back to normal so that Sam can have a start of a decent beehive instead of a bit of a mess like this one, due to my mistakes. Better step back a bit. Need a good camera person. Definitely. Okay, we'll get started. That looks reasonable. Let's go. They don't really appreciate you breaking up their hive like this after all the work they've put in to make it sturdy and secure. But we have to get this out. So there we have some pretty pure sort of honey with a heap of bees in it. We can't help that. Can't do anything about it. Nice. Ooh, one bee sting on the finger. So. Silly Sheila. Another one. So there we have. Oh, have a nice bit of fresh honey. You wouldn't get any fresher than that. Hasn't even been capped yet, so it's all very, very pure. Absolutely. See if we can pull this. Oh, another sting. Oh, geez. Come on. They're not real happy at the moment because they haven't been worked for a while. And they don't like being interfered with. One thing about it, you can use as much smoke as you want, and it still will not make them blind. They go by pheromones. They can smell you. They know exactly where you are. Whew, beautiful kind of honey. That's good. Ooh, another sting. Jesus. Oh. Oh yeah, now we're getting into it. We've got one frame out, so that's the main thing. No worries, now we can start pulling apart. Oh, could get a few more stings out of this, right? I think. Oh. So there's plenty of honey in here. This lot has been capped. We've got bees that don't want to let go of it, that's for sure. But we're going to take that. That could have all been in frames, done up properly. If I put the frames in properly, would have been good. What we call an absolute mess at the moment. It's because the frames weren't put in properly. There's no proper leverage points for me to lever the frames that are in here. It makes it very, very difficult to get them out. So we just have to muck around very gently. Oh, another sting on the leg. Oh. Hope you're not going to get as many stings as this, Sam, when you've got them. They might be a bit more friendly to a girl. Yeah, not being too friendly to me. Oh, jeez. Whew. Okay, that is definitely a full frame of honey. Absolutely full chocolate block. Ready for the extractor tomorrow morning. Jeez. God, what a mess. If you're a silly beekeeper that doesn't look after things, this is what can happen. Taking this out. Taking out the honey. Want to come and have a look? Yeah, it's a mess. Absolute mess. I forgot to put some frames back in, and therefore they've just made honey, made wax wherever they want to, and it's just a mess. I haven't checked this for over a year. Oh, God. Yeah, look, it's one of those hives I never got to. Hey. Second last frame on the top. Oh. They've glued it all to the bottom, to the queen excluder. We've got bees all over me trying to bite me. Absolutely. Hope you like them when you get them, Sam. Oh, jeez. But they make good honey by the look of that. They're not too bad. That's pretty good. No worries at all. You wouldn't go past that. No worries, you'll be right. They'll like gunpowder. No worries at all. So we'll dress all this up, get the honey out of it. We'll give it all to you. I do. All the happy little cheers. Oh, whoa. Best idea, don't bump them because they get upset. Oh, Jesus. Oops. Oh, another sting. Get out of there. Another sting. Gee, Sam, your bees are upset. Oh, Jesus, aren't they? Either. Oh, Jesus. Whew. No matter how many bee stings you get, you still feel every one of them. Oh, I forgot. Don't tap the hive. It makes them upset. Ah, yes. Right. Right. Yes, there. Oh, oh, yes. That was unexpected. Ooh. Ugh. One on the foot. Jesus. Yeah. Rightio. We got to that stage. We're just going to separate the top box. Working with sticky hands is not a very good idea. Bees seem to stick and then they bite you. Main thing is not to lean on a bee, otherwise you just get another sting. So we'll get rid of this. I'll just throw it back here so you can have a look. No time for a beer. Oh, jeez. Yeah. You going to come out and give me a hand? They're pretty uptight. No wonder. Get rid of this. Right. Scrape some of this. Oh, yeah, another one on the foot. Oh, good. On my hand. That's sticky. Once we do this section, we'll just put a top back on tonight. We'll come back. We'll come back and see them in the morning. God, I'm going to have a shower after this. Yeah. Oh. Nothing worse, with honey on your flame wall. They just stick the honey and then they turn their bum into you. Two to go, and then I'm coming in. Oh, gee. Rightio, I'm done. I'll be back in a sec with a lid. Done. Oh, Jesus. So now you've got new bees eating their way out. Just ready to be born. Another one up here eating his way out. All these bees up here are newborn, just been born.